Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Timmy Kemza James. So in today's video we are going to be learning how to sew this pant. So in our previous video we learned how to cut it, so I'm going to be linking the video of the cutting up here for you to see, and it's also going to be linked in the description box, so do well to go there. And if you love the top and you would want to see how it was cut, it's a pretty simple top. Let me know in the comment section, and also if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section, guys. Also, don't forget to engage with my videos by liking, sharing with your friends, and commenting. Subscribe to my channel if you're not yet subscribed. Now this fabric is from my store, Timmy Kemza James, on Instagram. You can do well to go over there and purchase yours. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So first, I've gone ahead to join my lining to my bodice and I stitched it down. So now I'm going to grab that curved side that I cut out. So I'll just grab one of it and place it like so on one side of the pocket bag. So that's 17 by 17 inches pocket bag that we cut out. So now I'm just going to go ahead and fold this side. So you can just go ahead and overlock this side and just stitch it down, but I'm just going to go ahead and fold it like so. So what you're basically doing is tucking in the raw edges and you're going to be sewing it down. So I'll just go ahead and do the same thing to the other pocket bag. Now the other side is going to be the opposite of this one. So this one is on this side, the other one will be on the other side, because there are two different pockets. So this one is like this, so this other one will be like this, so it will be facing the opposite direction. So you can see how both of them are facing two opposite directions. So I'll keep this aside and I'll start making this one. So we're going to be starting off with our pocket. So this is one side of the front. So we have that crease of that iron where we added our paper gum a little bit around here. So I've gone ahead to sew my lining on it. So I basically just opened that place and sewed my lining piece on top of it. So this is what we are going to do. So you just match this side of the pocket where you sewed down this patch here. You just check it like so and match it here, which means it's the right side for the pocket for this pant. So you just flip this to the wrong side. This is the right side. Now you flip the pocket to the wrong side, having this wrong side of where the patch is on this side. Then you lay it like so. You just go ahead and match it like so. Then just before the crease on this triangle here, you go ahead and sew. So just before this crease. Now there are different methods of sewing a pant, but today this is what we are going to be dealing with. So you're just going to make that notch that you have here. You go ahead and notch that point as well on the pocket bag. So you just sew like so and stop on that notch point. Then you pick it up. So you can see I've stitched it down like so. This is what it looks like. This is the pocket bag, right? So I'm going to open this up like so. You just open the pocket bag and you're going to tag here. Now if you're tagging here, make sure you have here overlocked, this raw seam overlocked. But if not, if you have it open like mine, this is what you're going to do. So if you don't have an overlocker or you're just not able to overlock, you just go ahead and you're just going to bring the raw edge to the like so. You just fold it in and just sew on the edge of it like so. Now make sure this place is a nice clean seam like so. So you don't want to leave here open or fraying like that, because it's going to be exposed on your pocket. So you eventually see it when I'm done sewing the trouser. So by the time you're done doing this is what you're going to use. Still take it back like so. Now this crease line of ironing where you added paper stay, you're going to go ahead and just take the pocket back. Make sure you lie it nice and clean like so. Then you're going to sew top stitch on top of that crease line on top of your trouser like so. So this is just, it's going to be for aesthetic purposes. Now that paper stay is going to help, the paper stay or hair stay or whatever you decided to use is going to help keep this side of your pocket stable. So it's actually just for stability. So you can see, so it makes this nice clean seam like this. Make sure this seam is very clean, because it's going to be revealing in front of your pocket, and this is what the back looks like. So now I'm going to curve this. I'll fold it in half like so. Now you lay it properly on a flat surface like this. So you fold it like so. You remember you folded this crease place by 2.5. So this is the reason you had this point here, this patch of your fabric here. So it has to be your fabric that is on this side. So you just lie it like this. Mind you, inside is just folded in half. This is what it looks like on the underside of it. It's just folded in half. The pocket bag now is folded in half. So this is it. I'm trying as much as possible to get you to understand this, so you can watch it over in case you don't. Now by the time you do that, you just turn it over like so and just tag here a little bit. So you're just going to tag it here just a little bit. You don't have to sew all the way, just tag here. Then you also go ahead and tag this point as well. You're just tagging, is not a long stitch. You can even pin it down and still get the same result, but it's best to just tag it by stitching a little. So by the time you do that, you raise the leg of your pants. So just underneath the pocket here, I'm going to make it a cut, like 1 inch. You raise your pants, you're cutting just the pocket bag like 1 inch cut inwards. So now by the time you do that, you're going to create the shape for your bag. So a lot of people do this when they are cutting the pocket bag, but I prefer this other method. So you just make a curve like so. You just make a curve. So you have that pocket shape. Now where your pocket is, you're going to dip your hand and bring out the pocket bag like so. So when you bring it out, so this is the wrong side of the right side, then the pocket is out. So you're going to just sew from here. You're closing the pocket bag. Mind you, your trouser is on the right side now, but the pocket is coming out on the right side of your trouser. So you just bring it, you stitch it like this, you back stitch when you're done. Now you take the pocket back in, you dip the pocket back, then you're going to top stitch. That's to help your pocket to be nice and secured, and not like you have any seam falling out and your things falling out of your pocket. So you're going to top stitch on that sewing where you sewed. You go ahead and top stitch. So here you go, your pocket is ready at this point. So I'm just going to trim off this side like so. So here we go, our pocket is ready. You can dip your hands inside of it, and I have it nice and it's deep, so it can take a lot of things. Now the next step is to insert my dart. So I notched my darts like so. So you're going to move your pocket away. This is where I notched my dart mark. So you go ahead and insert your darts. So when you're done, you can now go ahead and top stitch here to secure your pocket back together with the main bodies of the pant. So it's just at the top here, you go ahead and top stitch. If you want the other dart method of just splitting here, you go ahead and do that, but this is what I'm working with. So this is it about our pocket. I'll do the next one, then we'll come to fix our zipper. So for the zipper, guys, I have this piece of fabric, so it's two piece like this that I overlocked the edges nicely, and I have this one as well. So what I'm going to do is to lay this like so. So you just want it to be at least around 1.5 or 2 inches wide, and the length should be a little longer than your zip. So I'm going to go ahead and top stitch the zip. Just going to sew on the zipper like so. So this is it. I'll just stitch the zipper. Now I'll grab the right side of the pant, but it's currently on my left, and I'm going to go ahead and just mark where I want it to be seated like so. So this is the point where this iron is, so I'm just going to create a notch there. I'll match the other side of the pant as well and create a notch, that notch on that exact same point. I'll make that notch as well. Then I'm going to just fold over. Sorry, I forgot to tell you, I went ahead to overlock all my raw edges. So if you have an overlocker, do the same. So I'm going to just go ahead and fold this like so. And I'll go ahead and top stitch. what it looks like right now. So now you grab the other side of the pant, then I'll lay this on top of it like so, and I'm going to sew. Now I'll sew to stop on the notched parts. I'll stop just at that notched part. This is it. So I'm going to top stitch. I'm top stitching on the fly side, not on the main bodies of the pants, and all my sewing allowance are pushed to the fly side. I'll stop at the notched point as well. Now I'll bring this other side that has the zipper like this. I'm just going to bend this part inwards. The fly side, I'll bend it inwards. Then I'll match it like so, ensuring that it covers like this. So I'll just lie here, and that knot from where I notched, I'm just going to join that notched part and continue sewing like so. So just this notched point, I'll just go ahead and start sewing from there. I'm not going to sew to the extreme. I'll stop like 1 inch to the extreme. Then I'll open it. So this is what we have right now. So you can see it's still very much open, so I'll close it like so. You make sure you lie it properly and get this to close that point. This point where you top stitch, you want to get, when it's nice and close, you just raise up this side. Then you're going to grab the zipper, just the zipper with this other fly up here, this upper fly and this zipper, but you want to ensure that this is closed, right? You want to ensure that this other side of the pants closes like this. So you're just grabbing the zipper alone with this other side like so, and you're going to sew the zipper down. I'm not picking this fly that the zipper is on. I'm just picking the zipper and this other fly. So this is what you have. By the time you open it like so, you have it like this, and this sits on this. So this side now, where the zip is, I'm going to move the fly. I'll open up the fly. On the back side, you want to shift the fly like so, and then you overlock this. You close this place like this. Then I'm going to top stitch. So you go ahead and top stitch. Make it off here and back stitch a little bit. So here we go. Now this is what the back looks like, right? So everything is nice and open. Now I'm going to lay this over like so and just top stitch from here. So just around here is where I'm going to top stitch to hold the other fly close. I brought back this other fly on this side and I'm going to top stitch it to hold that one as well and back stitch. If you have a zigzag machine, you can go ahead and use your zigzag machine on that point. So our fly is ready. You can see. You can see this is where we top stitched it. So this is it. Right, so now I'm going to be, and we have our crouch here, so I'm going to be joining my back and my front bodies together. So I'll just grab the back side by side. I'll join here and place the other back and join the other side as well. So I'll start from the hem. So using half of an inch sewing allowance, I'm going ahead to join. So this is what it looks like. I've joined the sides. Now for this pocket side here, I've gone ahead to top stitch just like 1 inch from the waist. I top stitched here and here. That's just to help the pocket stay nice and clean. So now I'm going to be closing the back side. So the back crouch is what I'm going to be sewing next before the inner tie. So using that same half of an inch sewing allowance, I'll be sewing that. So I forgot to sew in my dart first, so I'll do that after sewing this. Make sure that everything you're sewing aligns, guys. So you align it here. I'm not going to sew all the way. I'm stopping like 1 inch away from there. Now I'm going to sew the inner ties. So I'll start from the hem again. There we go. is the reason you need to start sewing from the hem. I'll do the other leg as well. So now I'm going to be fixing the waistband. So I have two straight panels like so, and this is how wide I have it. Now I'm not going to give you measurements for this because it depends on how wide you want your waistband to be. So I want mine to be a little bit wide. So if you want yours to be 1.5, you go ahead and cut it out to be around 5 inches or 6 inches wide. That's like so. And the length should be according to your waist circumference plus extra allowance for the overlap for your button or your hook. So whatever you want to use is fine. So what I'm going to be doing now is to grab one part of it like so. So here we go. You're just going to cut through it like so, and I'll fold it over. I went ahead to add hairstay inside it. You can use any interfacing of your choice. I wanted it to give it more structure. So I'll just start sewing from here. Now I want my waistband to be around 2 to 2.5 inches wide. So I have 2.5 inches here. So I'm going to sew from that 2.5 inches like this, and like this. So I would chop off my sewing allowance just exactly on that point. So here we go. So I'll now bring it back in. Here like this. So this is going to serve as the overlap. Now from this point, I'm going to join it to the waistband like so, and I'm going to sew down. Now I'm sewing this on the right side of the pant, and I have here open. I'm going to be sewing all the way to the center back, and I'll stop very close to the center back. Now you see the reason why I'm stopping close to the center back shortly. When I get close to the center back, I'm going to cut off the excess that I have. So very close to that center back, I'll stop. Then I'll grab the second one. Now for this second one, I'm just going to be sewing the edge closed. I'm not making an overlap there. Chop off some of the sewing allowances and turn it over. Now on this other side of the waist, I'm going to match this to this overlap here. I'll just go ahead and match the waistband like so, still on the right side. So I'll just grab it and sew as well. So I'll still go ahead and sew till I get close to the back front line as well. That's the center back. Now by the time you get there, you can see this is the center back line, so you're going to want to close this like so. So you just mark where will be exactly enough for you, right? So that you can trim that off. So you trim off the remaining excess. Like so. So now I'm going to be folding it halfway. Likewise the other side, I'll fold it halfway. Now I'm just doing this. You can go ahead and do it straight, but it's going to bag at the back of your pant, so you don't want that. You want it to lie like to hold your waist nice and snug, because the higher it goes, the slimmer your waist is on the topmost side of your waist. So that's what you want to get, is that illusion that you want to get. So now by the time I match them like so, I'm going to chop it off going upwards like so. So you want a slanted line towards the up to remove that bagginess that you have, you're most likely going to have. By the time you're done doing that, you go ahead and sew closed like this. You hold the waistband, match the midpoint like so, and you go ahead and sew. So I'll close it up. So now you have that this waist side looks like a V. So now I'm going to finish off my sewing here. By the time I'm done, this is what I'm going to be doing. On the wrong side, this side like so, I'm going to be tucking in my sewing allowance that I used on the front side I'll just tuck it in and top stitch on the right side like so, just to close off that waist, that band side. So just on the seam line is where I'm going to be sewing. So you raise it up, you tuck it in. As you're tucking it in, make sure it passes your seam line that you see at the back there, because that seam line is going to be the guide which you're going to be working with. So you're just going to go ahead and top stitch. Now you be careful doing this. There are so many ways of making waistbands. You can even get, there are store-bought waistbands that when you buy them, you don't need to do this last procedure that I'm doing, because they are meant to be like linings for waistband. So now here is the finished look of our pants. So you can see it's nice. This is what the interior looks like on the inside. You can see. So on the back side, this is the effect I was looking for when I cut out this side to be a V. You can see it's nice and snug on the back, and it sort of hugs you better. It has this sort of, it's like pivoting inwards, and it's narrowing down the outfit to create more room here for the bum and slim the waist out. So this is the reason why I did that. So this is it about the pants. So if you enjoyed my video, please give me a thumbs up, share this video with your friends, subscribe guys, and hit the notification bell to get notified whenever I have a new video up on the channel. So I also just went ahead to fix those hook and eye, and this is it guys. The trouser is giving what is supposed to be giving. I mean, just look at it. It was so beautiful guys. I know I said that was it, but really this is it. Bye guys.